to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. We're in the palace of Auburn Hills. The Pistons are playing before their hometown crowd here in the Detroit area.
All right, ready to go? Ready to go?
So Detroit will get the first possession. And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the center position. Now, here is Morris. The feed now to Harris. Shot clock at 6. That three off the mark. Well, LeBron had kind of a slow start to his season. His return to Cleveland last year.
He got off to a bit of a slow start. He had some nagging type injuries, but things turned around, and LeBron was eventually able to get the clubhouse atmosphere where he wanted.
And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. Jackson kicks to Morris. Back to Jackson. Takes the 13-footer, and Thompson sends it back. About a minute played so far here in the first. Got a hand on it. Jackson with it. He dishes it to Drummond. Passes it to Caldwell Pope. Shoots the three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
So it's the Cavaliers now. And so just over a minute and a half played. For three, Love. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Love's got his first 3 points of the game.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a three, and then we'll take it right back.
Such a wide open look. Caldwell Pope's got 6.
Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from three-point range.
Jackson against Irving. Shot off the pick. Jump shot is good that time.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job with the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Caldwell Pope. He has 6. Outside Jackson. Feeds it to Caldwell Pope. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. 8 points for him. Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Thompson, a screen on Harris. The three. And another three for Cleveland.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now, here is Morris. Back to Jackson. Fires the three. LeBron grabs the miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Love can't hit. Pistons trail by 3. Jackson kicks to Morris. Here's Drummond. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Drummond, a bit of a disappointing season last year. Not so much in play, but people wanted to see a bigger leap from him. Now, his numbers are still pretty jaw-dropping, but I think he's got so much there to give.
He has a lot of potential, Kevin. And listen, I don't think his play was bad. He just had such huge expectations to live up to. I mean, player development is not a straight line, and it would have been very hard to have him take another huge leap forward. Sometimes you have that sophomore jinx. But I'm expecting a big year from him this season.
He doesn't get the second one.
You know, for Drummond last season, his numbers were relatively the same. The expectations placed on him were so hard for him to live up to. Maybe now those will be tempered a bit and he'll play better.
Now here is Smith. 11 feet away. Love. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And another thought on Drummond, a lot more was expected of him last year, and he saw more attention. Even though his numbers were close to the same, I really felt his impact on the floor was not.
Okay, gentlemen, two shots. Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, saw his numbers decline, but that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
It's a great point, Kevin. And Love dropped about 10 points per game in terms of his output. The field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage was down, but still, he traded it all to be on a winning team. And I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Good point. Drummond sets the screen for Jackson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And, you know, for Love last season, we knew he'd be in a supporting role to LeBron. You put any player next to LeBron, and he automatically becomes some kind of role player.
And thinking back to Love and his numbers last year, we saw the same thing from Bosh when he played with LeBron. Love and Bosh had similar reductions in scoring, but both were still great players, and they both have the ability to adapt and impact the game in other ways.
And so Jackson nails both of them.
And for Reggie Jackson, the league is going the right way in terms of his skill set. Everyone loves the guard who can shoot well enough to bust the zone as well as make plays for others and at the rim. And Jackson is that guy.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Morris. Offensive rebound. Drummond. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Love with a wide open look. Here's Smith. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And back to Jackson. He really took on the playmaker role after being traded to the Pistons. As a Detroit player, he averaged over 9 assists a game, Clark, which would have put him 4th overall in the league. And it's in for a full campaign.
Loved his aggressiveness, which led to opportunities for his teammates, but it also led to turnovers. That part of his game, he's got to tighten up.
And the first one drops.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
He's perfect from the line this time. For J.R. Smith playing alongside LeBron and Kyrie last season, he knew he had a chance for a ring. You know, Clark, he played like it most of the time.
He sure did. I mean, instead of having to create offense, the offense was created for him, served up perfectly for him, and all he had to do was knock down open jumpers. And as a result, his shooting percentages rose after the trade.
Now here's James. After the miss from Andre Drummond. Irving passes to Love. The screen from Thompson. To shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And another miss by Cleveland.
and he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
And Drummond kicks to Harris. Jackson up top. Unloads. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
It's LeBron with the goal.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
And that replay is sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. And so it's Detroit with the ball, following the score by Cleveland. Morris with the bucket.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And guys, you know, Cantavius Caldwell-Pope, this guy screams potential at you. I mean, perfect size and length and speed for a two-guard. He plays both ends. Right now, it's all about consistency for him.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. On the topic of Caldwell-Pope, he's the kind of guy who needs a year to feel his way around. In college, Greg, you may recall he showed dramatic improvement between years 1 and 2. The same thing has been true in the pros.
Yeah, and he has everything going for him. I mean, excellent outside shot, tremendous defensive tools. He just needs to add some strength and stay in attack mode to reach the next level in his development.
Andre Drummond is a big guy. At the NBA Draft Combine, he measures 7 feet tall with a 7'7" wingspan, and he tipped the scales at 280 pounds. That's a super heavyweight, my friends.
And on the topic of Andre Drummond, Greg, there are a few guys in the league who combine his kind of size with the type of athleticism he possesses. Fast up and down the floor, quick off his feet, even sports a little hang time. I mean, the guy's got a full package athletic.
You talked about the raw physical tools. Then you factor in the two things as a big that I really value: great hands and quick feet. And he's got that going for him. So you can't go through him, you can't go around him, and you certainly can't go over him. I mean, what's left?
We can only hope to contain him, as they say. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Now it's sent it down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Tyronn Lue.
Yes, Kevin, he said their focus has to be on the defensive end of the floor, going up against a team that's so crafty offensively. He said we can't have that many lapses because they will take advantage. Guys, we'll see how they do. Back to you.
Great stuff, Doris. Thanks. It sounds like the most important number for them today is opposing shooting percentage.
As it should be. I mean, this is an opponent that can go through some very hot stretches with the ball. So they've got to do what they can to limit those opportunities.
Yeah, and for what Coach was saying, guys, I mean, he knows that. They should play some suffocating D today if he got his message.
And it goes out of bounds. That one on Harris. And a different look here for the Pistons. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Tolliver comes in for Morris. Johnson, he's checked in for Harris. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And then for Cleveland, Mozgov, he's checked in for Love. Mon Shumpert has come in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Dellavedova. James outside. Johnson with the block. Dishes to Blake. Pass to Caldwell Pope. He kicks it to Baines. Good on the 13-footer.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Cavaliers have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. LeBron against Johnson. LeBron dishes to Fry. And that one's good.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Blake passes to Baines. They set the pick. Kicks it to Caldwell Pope to the middle. And it's Blake that time. The assist by Caldwell Pope.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Now here's LeBron. 5 points in the game. He feeds it to Moscow. Shot clock at 6. Outside jumper. And good as it rattles through the hoop. Shumpert's got his first points of the game.
You know, really, quite honestly, Shumpert is as good as it gets when you consider knocking down shots like that.
Here's Caldwell Pope. 8 points for him. Blake kicks to Baines. Puts it up from 12. No luck.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
The dish to Caldwell Pope. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22 and 19 away from home.
James misses.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. See if it evens out. And back to the Cavs and their road play. Teams with a lot of new players coming in can struggle early. It's especially evident when playing on the road.
You talk about being streaky on the road. That's what the Cavs were. They could rattle off 4 wins on the road in a row, then come back empty from their next road trip. They did seem, though, to get stronger and more steady as the season went on.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. There's 1:54 left to play here in the first. Shoots from the baseline. Offensive rebound. Mozgov. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
There's 1:38 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's the screen to the paint. Here's Shumpert. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Shumpert's got his second basket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish. And LeBron has been in the postseason every year since his rookie season. Last year he passed Jerry West on the all-time postseason scoring list. I'm sure he'll just continue to climb up the record.
Pocket two. Jumper off the screen, and he gets it to go. Caldwell Pope's got 10 points in the game.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Pass to Fry. And again, it's Cleveland. And for LeBron in the playoffs last season, he did more than just score. Clark, he did it all and really stepped his game up when Kevin Love went down, when Kyrie Irving was hobbled. He covered every base.
Yep, and that's what's so impressive about LeBron in the playoffs. Everybody expects him to lead and hit big shots, and he never lets them down. Very rarely does he come up short in big moments.
Cleveland leading by 3. The pass to Mozgov. Puts up the baby hook. No good. Detroit's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And here in the early going, missed free throws starting to become the storyline.
Yeah, and as a coaching staff, you feel helpless here. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. You just hope they snap out of the rut.
The Pistons have hit half their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far. And the first one at the line is good. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Now here's Shumpert, guarded closer. James in the post, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Free throw drops for James. And so the first quarter is in the books. Cavaliers lead by 5. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even killed. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But I think at this point in my career, I kind of stay even. One game shouldn't affect the next game. You know, you go out and play as hard as you can and live with the results.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him, nothing rattles him.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Hey, sometimes when it rains, it pours, and they have not let up from beyond the arc.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Smith is out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. Then it's Thompson. And it's Irving at the 1 spot. Now here's Jackson. The feed now to Drummond. Foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Yeah, the Pistons ended last season with a record of 32-50. They played decently enough against the rest of the East and had 23 of their 32 wins against the Eastern Conference.
In Detroit last season against the East, played well for stretches. They couldn't find that consistency to climb the ladder in the East.
And they had a lot of changes going on. Tons of transition for this group. But let's face it, they did play well down the stretch. A lot of wins against playoff teams from the East and went 500 against Eastern playoff teams in their final 10 matchups.
Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. So he comes up empty at the line.
And the Pistons were a better team last season than they were in 2014. I mean, they still ended up bottom in the Central Division, but most of it was because of how strong the Central really was last season.
And here's Jackson after J.R. Smith getting his 3 to go. Passes it to Harris. He dishes it to Morris. It's hauled in by Fry.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Greg, as you said, the Pistons were last in the Central Division last year. They had finished 4th each of the last 4 years before that, Clark.
And, you know, the Pistons actually had more wins last year coming in last than they did in any of the 4 seasons they finished 4th. And it just shows you how tough and improved the Central Division was last year. Marcus Morris is nicknamed Mook. He has a twin brother, older by 7 minutes, named Markeith. Both brothers played at Kansas, drafted 13th and 14th in the same year, eventually played for the same pro team. That is joined at the hip.
And looking at the Morris brothers' careers through last season, the one area they haven't been joined at the hip in is in performance. Markeith has shown steady improvement over his first 4 years. Marcus Morris has had a very up and down start to his career.
And you know, Kevin, Marcus has talent. He has versatility. He just hasn't found his role. It's time for him to step out of his brother's shadow and really establish who he is as a player.
So he gets them both. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Dellavedova. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And here's Love from the arc. Another 3 for Cleveland.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hand. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big 3 found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
And Caldwell Pope drops them both.
Checking out the game Kentavious Caldwell Pope has had. He has 12 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point lane.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those.
It's stolen by Smith. It's stolen by Morris. Now Jackson. Feeds to Caldwell Pope. It's hauled in by Fry. Fry's got his 3rd rebound tonight. To the middle. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Harris. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Dishes to Morris. Morris a screen. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Lets it go from deep. Detroit, no good that time either.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now, here's Froth. And a wide open look for Irving. No good with the triple.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Harris kicks to Jackson. They set the screen. Down low. Drummond in the post. Working on Love. 4 on the shot clock. Harris outside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Dellavedova kicks to Smith. Right side Irving. Morris with the block. Here's Caldwell Pope, guarded by Fry. Outside Jackson. Pocket 6. Drummond a screen. Jackson dishes to Drummond. A timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
The Cavaliers leading by 7. Smith outside. There's the screen. He kicks it to Irving. He feeds it to Dellavedova. Smith against Harris. To end the drought. Smith, no luck. For Detroit, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now, here is Smith. 10 points for him. To the inside. The kick out to Irving. Fry passes to Love. Shot is up. Good D by Drummond. Pistons trail by 5. To the right side. Plenty of space. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Caldwell Pope's got 16 points.
Well, we know prior to last season, the Pistons handed the car keys over to Stan Van Gundy. He had some early hiccups, but overall, I think they're headed in the right direction. He's a proven winning coach in the NBA.
Here's Dellavedova. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Well, with Coach Stan Van Gundy, it was a very successful first year in Detroit. He's a guy who's going to build around defense. That's been his MO.
And Van Gundy has always been a defensive first type guy, Kevin. I mean, the last 30 years he's has probably the best defensive efficiency for a career as a coach. And his teams always play with great emphasis on that side of the ball.
That free throw good from Dellavedova. Well, last season, the Pistons didn't reach the playoffs for the 6th consecutive season. They're making progress, but as we can all see, still have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you know, they were spoiled for a while there. How about going to the playoffs from 1996 to 2009? So it's been a rough stretch here of late. But you get the feeling that the building blocks are in place for another push.
And I bet most people forget that the Pistons did make the playoffs for 8 straight years before this current drought. It's been a long rebuild process for them recently. But I think they're making progress and moving in the right direction.
Cleveland leading by 3. Irving kicks to Smith. To the paint. Fry dishes to Dellavedova. To the inside. Hangs in the air. And it's Love laying it in. Love's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And for the Pistons, they seem to have a direction and plan now that just wasn't the case before. It won't be easy to get back into the postseason, but I really feel like they are on the right path. I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Johnson, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Cleveland with a change here, too. James is checked in. Pistons trailed by 5. Jackson passes to Drummond. And he converts the layup. Drummond's got 5 now.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
They set the pick. The try by James. Fry at the elbow. Can't get it to go. And it's Detroit the other way. The Pistons on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Irving. Outside Jackson. Shot clock at 5. And stolen by Love. Here's Irving. Gets that one to drop. That's his 3rd field goal in 8 tries.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Now here's Jackson. Harris outside. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight,
gentlemen,
is how
2
they've
shots.
been sharing
2
the
shots.
basketball.
The first one falls. And for Tobias Harris, a resurgence of sorts last season, Clark, especially from behind the arc, where he shot a career-high 36%.
You know, he'd only hit 25% from 3 the year before, Kevin. So, yeah, monster improvement in accuracy from long range.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Drummond. Tolliver comes in for Morris, and Steve Blake is subbed in for Jackson.
And getting back to Harris, there's just so much to like about his game. He lives in the gym, has a tremendous feel for the game, and he knows how to maximize his production within those athletic limitations.
Now here's LeBron. 8 points for him. A shot's good from Irving.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
James against Harris. Johnson the screen. Harris kicks to Blake. 6 on the shot clock. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Blake's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
You know, the thing about Harris is he's a combo forward, extremely versatile. At 6'8", he struggles with size against a better power forward, and he lacks the athleticism of a better small forward. So to get the most out of him, you have to put him in the right matchup.
Offensive rebound. Thompson. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Blake with it. He's covered by Irving. Blake kicks to Harris.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
And Guys, when you go to look for holes in the game of Tobias Harris, there really aren't any. One of the hardest workers in our league. If he has any weakness at all, it's his average size speed combo, which most likely will keep him from becoming the perennial all-star type.
That's good from Harris.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
That one is no good. Cleveland leading by 4. LeBron outside. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. On the topic of Tobias Harris, you'll love that he can contribute in every category of play. He's a solid face-up shooter. Clark, he's getting better with his back to the basket. You can see movement forward all the time.
I love what this young man has shown thus far. You mentioned those things he does. He'll also rebound for you, get loose balls. He does the little things, understands what it takes to win. A consummate pro and team player.
Well, we know the Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
And James drills them both.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders. But thus far, he's proved to be worth it.
Hangs. And deep. Irving drops it in. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Here is Tolliver. Back to Harris. And stolen by James. And now James pushing it up. No one back to stop him. That's good. And it's a 10-point Cavalier lead.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really, a few more of those, and this game could be over. And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle.
Here's Johnson. Mozgov with the block.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead. Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well.
2 shots.
He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
First one falls for him. And speaking of Irving's star status, last season a signature shoe in his name. I see, in fact, that you and Clark are wearing them tonight. That's always a big deal.
Kevin, that's an elite club to
It
be in.
is.
Only
It
the
is.
true superstars get that kind of status. He certainly got the flash to go with the substance.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
And listen, Cleveland were the favorites to win the Central Division last season. High expectations given they finished third in the Central in 2014. But that's just what adding LeBron can do for a team.
Here's Blake. 5 points in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Baines. And again, it's the Pistons missing. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Picked by Mozgov. LeBron dishes to Mozgov. It's tipped. Harris outside. Kicks to Johnson. Shot to stop the run. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists in the game. Cleveland did win the Central, as you alluded to, won 11 in-division games against what was a very tough division.
No easy opponents in that Central Division last year. 3 teams in the playoffs, and 1 was knocking on the door. The Cavs did what they needed to do to bring home the banner.
And really, last season was one of improvement for the Pistons. They were able to shoot the ball better and better as the season wore on. Overall, they cut out the little mistakes that had bothered them back in 14.
.116 left in the first half. Irving passes to James. Fades away. Rejected by Harris. Now the dish to Blake. Back to Harris. Inside. Tolliver kicks to Baines. Nice ball movement by Detroit. 6 to shoot. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Harris misses. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Irving dishes to Thompson. Kicks it out to James. That one off the back iron and out.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Johnson, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And it's going to go on Haman Shumpert.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
No good on that one. Contavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Detroit. And the second free throw, good. Cavaliers leading. It's LeBron with the drive. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Caldwell-Pope. Detroit, no good that time either.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
And that concludes the first half. Cavaliers on top, up 7. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with LeBron, and you obviously have been very productive. How pleased are you with where you're getting the basketball and how you're scoring?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow as well as keep myself in a good groove too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
LeBron, thank you. Kevin, he can't do it by himself.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball shortly.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. Their biggest lead during the opening period was 5. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
Well, who would have thought they'd be leading at halftime? I didn't. They were big underdogs coming in. They played up to the level of their competition. If you thought they'd be intimidated by this matchup, think again. They definitely can't relax, though. We're going to have a fight on our hands all the way.
Over to Kenny. What'd you think about Detroit?
Well, sometimes you get too comfortable playing at home. This team played tonight like it's no urgency. And now they dug themselves a hole, and the energy level to get out of it is going to be extraordinary. We'll see if they come out of the tunnel with some fire in the second half, because they're going to need it.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
The second half just about to get going here. Cleveland leading by 7. Jackson and Caldwell Pope the guards. Tobias Harris is out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Now here's Thompson. Love, no good. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Irving. There's a good screen. Drummond with a screen on Irving. Caldwell Pope pass to Drummond. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Irving. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. 13 points for Kyrie Irving.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And stolen by James. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And so he ends a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
How about the night Irving is having? He's got 13 points and 3 dimes.
Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed. throws, good for Irving.
And, you know, Kyrie Irving really ambidextrous as a ball handler because you can't play him to one side, and he's ambidextrous as a finisher, too. He's so creative and crafty. Terrific at the rim with both hands.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And he gets it to go.
And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce.
Harris kicks to Drummond. And a strong finish with two hands.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand, Jen. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 17. Pass to Smith. Love right side. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Thompson. And it's sent back by Drummond. Here's Caldwell Pope, covered by Irving. Caldwell Pope dishes to Jackson. Up top, Morris. He's guarded by Love. Shot clock at 6. Here's Drummond. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
And he hasn't cashed in on his chances at the line, only making 1 free throw.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
You know, yeah, guys, last year was a rough one for him at the stripe. I mean, it's going to be hard for him not to improve on those numbers. They were that bad.
And he can't get the first one. You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
Good on the second free throw. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Morris passes to Harris. Now the feed to Jackson. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. To the middle. Here's Drummond. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Fry's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Smith gets it to go on the assist by James. 12 points for J.R. Smith.
I can't believe defenders are not aware. They cannot allow him that position.
Yeah, you're right about that, Greg. He's putting no trespassing allowed on that spot of the floor. It's all his. You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
Go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He told Kyrie Irving that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. We're talking about Channing Frye last year. The three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, handing him back to Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Fry was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
Here's Irving following the bucket by the Pistons. And it's James missing. Here's Caldwell Pope. He's guarded by Love. Jackson misses. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Irving kicks to Love. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game. And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Irving. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Love dishes to Fry. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Caldwell Pope. 18 points for him. They double him with James. And there's the pass to Drummond. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Cavaliers leading by 10. Here's Dellavedova from outside the arc, and that one's good. Dellavedova's got 5.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
Now here's Jackson. Harris outside. Pass to Caldwell Pope. On the wing, Jackson. That one's rebounded by Dellavedova.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
And you really can't help but notice all the points they've continued to get off turnovers.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Well, safe to say that J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence, Clark, his entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who could actually play with confidence and back it up. When he's hot from the floor, he can take over games single-handedly.
So it's Detroit now, following the miss by Kevin Love. Outside Jackson. Morris passes to Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Drummond. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Checking out the game Andre Drummond is having. 10 points and also a block shot.
He's made only 2 free throws, not shooting well from the line. No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. The Cavaliers leading by 15. Dellavedova kicks to Fry. He dishes it to Smith. Morris with the block. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Morris has got his second bucket tonight.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
James outside. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. Good, and the assist goes to James. Dellavedova's got 7. Pistons trail by 15. And here's Jackson. There's the screen. Top of the key, Harris. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line. And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both. Cleveland leading by 13. LeBron left side. Here's Dellavedova, guarded by Jackson. Dellavedova dishes to Love, and that one's good. Love's got 13.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Drummond, he scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Stolen by Jackson. Feeds to Drummond. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-over. You got to finish the job.
Dellavedova kicks to James. And James throws it down hard.
Oh, my goodness. He's just getting nasty on them now. Wow.
Yeah, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out those incredibly slick moves.
Man, like a Ginsu knife, just slicing and dicing.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Pistons trail by 17. Outside Jackson. To the inside. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's called on Channing Frye. Guys, just watching Kevin Love, he brings so much to the table. But if you had to pick one thing, Clark, it might be the rebound.
I agree with you. I mean, he's not super athletic, doesn't blow you out of the water with his athleticism, but a few seasons back, this guy averaged 15 rebounds a game.
That's good from Harris.
And guys, you look at what makes Love such a prolific rebounder. Great anticipation. I mean, he has the broad shoulders to create space in the paint, the strong anchor to hold his position. It's no wonder he's been a dominating force on the glass at every level since high school.
And Harris drops them both.
You know, regarding Kevin Love, he had a number of difficult transitions to make last season. Most of all, perhaps on the offensive glass. He averaged less than 2 a game after averaging 3 or more a game every other season.
Here's Dellavedova. He's got 7. Wallace with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. 6 on the shot clock. Knocks it loose. Now Detroit moving it up. Johnson's got the ball. And there's Steve Blake on the assist by Johnson. Blake's got 7.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up, and you can get some easy hoops that way.
And that steal made it possible. And if they can use a few more sequences just like that.
Now here's James. 19 points in the game. Love, no luck.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
Here's Johnson. Another 3 for Detroit.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
The Cavaliers leading by 10. LeBron with it. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Dellavedova's got 7 points for the quarter. The Pistons have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Johnson kicks to Blake. Johnson the screen. There's a screen. Blake passes to Harris. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. LeBron's got 4 rebounds in this game. On the wing, Shumpert. Mozgov sets a screen for Shumpert. Shot is no good. And Detroit the other way now. Johnson dishes to Blake. Jacks up a 3. Again, the miss by Johnson. Cleveland's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. No one near James as he lets it go. And another 3 for Cleveland.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Here's Dellavedova, guarded by Blake. And Shumpert kicks to Mozgov. Pick by Mozgov. To the paint. Off the pick. And that one comes up a bit short. Pistons trail by 15. Now Blake. 7 points in the game. Takes it from 10. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. Cleveland's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Dishes it to Love. Pass to Shumpert. Now here's Love, guarded by Blake. That's good. 15 points for Kevin Love.
You know, he's got a lot of inches on the defender in that matchup, and he can just shoot right over the top of him without worrying about being bothered.
Here's Blake. No good, unable to end this run. Cleveland leading by 17. Mozgov a screen on Johnson. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Blake. Tolliver the pass to Johnson. Cavaliers with the rebound. James has got 6 rebounds now in the game. He kicks to Dellavedova. Puts it up from 17. Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's Love. Rebounded by the Pistons. Harris has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Johnson shoots it up. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Blake. That's 10 points for Tobias Harris. Cleveland's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. James against Harris. Now here's James. Defense right on him. Kicks it out to Love. Another miss by Love. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Cavaliers lead by 17. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Here's Jackson. So on the floor for Cleveland. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Channing Frye out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Thompson in at center. Here's Drummond. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That will be foul number 5 on him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Morris dishes to Tolliver. Jackson has the open look.
Down in the game right now, they're pressing a little bit, trying to get back with the three-point shot. Three-point shot can be a very valuable weapon, but it has to be used smartly and judiciously. You can't fall in love with the three.
The first free throw is good.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
That one misses. Pistons trail by 18. Caldwell Pope kicks to Jackson. There's the pick. He feeds it to Tolliver. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 8th assist in the game. The Cavaliers leading by 15. Irving passes to Shumpert. Thompson sets the pick for Shumpert. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Now here's Jackson. Drummond a screen. Jackson against Irving. And Thompson sends it back. They get it back. Clock is at 3. Here's Caldwell Pope. And he overshot that one, missing.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Now here's Irving. Guarded closer. Thompson. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
Irving against Jackson. Kicks it to Drummond. Shoots from 12. Drummond with another miss. The Cavaliers leading by 17. There's the dish to Fry. And a foul in the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Pistons trail by 18. Outside Jackson. Pass to Drummond. The feed now to Tolliver. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson dishes to Tolliver. Caldwell Pope kicks to Tolliver. Here's Jackson. Good on the three-point shot.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
The Cavaliers leading by 15. Irving attacking.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Kevin Love's checked in for the Cavaliers. And so Irving nails both of them. Pistons trail by 17, and the ball goes out of bounds. Pass touched by Drummond.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And the Pistons making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Irving double team. Love the pass to Shumpert. That falls. Great assist by Love. 6 points for Amon Shumpert.
I can't believe defenders are not aware. They cannot allow him that position.
Yeah, you're right about that, Greg. He's put a no trespassing allowed on that spot before. That's all he is. You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
And here's Irving. Love with the screen on Jackson. Irving dishes to Love. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
You look at what Love has done so far. 15 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Kevin Love. We'll look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Outside Jackson. There's the pass to Drummond. And the first one at the line is good. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. The Cavaliers leading by 18. Irving with the ball. Smith outside. Passes it to Love. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A 15-footer, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Pistons trail by 21. Jackson kicks to Caldwell Pope. Back to Jackson. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
That's his 2nd personal foul.
And guys, Reggie Jackson was at the end of a yo-yo last season. He starts at Oklahoma for an injured Westbrook, Westbrook comes back, sends Jackson to the bench. Then Oklahoma sends Jackson to Detroit, where he fills in for another injured starter in Brandon Jennings for the rest of the year.
Now getting back to Jackson, he showed several times last season that he has that starter ability. The Thunder knew they wouldn't have the money to re-sign him, Clark, in free agency, so they traded him to avoid losing him for nothing.
Yeah, that's a good move. And with the Pistons, Jackson finished the season strong, while the Thunder, without Jackson or Durant's contribution, missed the playoffs for the first time in years. Make it two hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be, remove all doubt on that attack.
Now here is Smith. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Checking out the game J.R. Smith is having. He has 12 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
The first one falls, and Cleveland making a change here. James is checked in. J.R. Smith hits them both. Here's Caldwell Pope. Outside Jackson. Morris with the screen for Jackson. He dishes it to Morris. Hit the floater. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. The Cavaliers leading by 16. Now Irving. Irving double team. The drive by Love.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
And able to just play well above the rim. I mean, that makes this guy so dangerous when he's in the game.
Drummond in the post. He's covered by Thompson. They get it back. That is good. 16 points here for Drummond.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Thompson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
What a game for LeBron. 22 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for James. Pistons trail by 18. Johnson the screen. Johnson with a screen on Irving. Morris outside. No good on the 3. Cavaliers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. The screen from Thompson. Irving passes to Thompson. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Now here's Jackson. Drummond the screen. Feeds to Caldwell Pope. Drains the 3-pointer. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points now this quarter.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Love with the screen on Jackson. Irving double team. And here's Love for 3, and he gets it to go. Love's got 16 here in the second half.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Now here's Jackson. It's taken away by Smith. The numbers in their favor. LeBron can't get it to go.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Johnson right side. The three. Cavaliers with the rebound.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
Nice shot by Smith.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Now here's Jackson. Johnson in the corner. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Drummond with a screen on Irving. Just 4 to shoot. And the rejection by Love. It's stolen by Morris. And here comes the break. Here's Drummond. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't
come
remember
on.
ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw
I tell
one.
you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
In the break, guys, I listened in on Stan Van Gundy's huddle. The most important points they can get, he said, are points in transition. He told them to push it, create opportunities on the fast break. The second thing he got into with them regarded getting the ball into the post, saying, quote, the passing lanes will be open for us. We have to use that to our advantage and get the ball inside. A few late-on-the-fly adjustments as the situation gets more desperate for them. It's going to be a tough hill to climb, guys.
And thank you, Doris.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting. I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass it.
Harris against LeBron. Pass to Thompson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role, didn't let the move bother him, and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Well, for Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's 6th man of the year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career high 55% from the floor.
That one is no good.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes. Again, does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
Here's Irving. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Irving, the open look. Rebound Andre Drummond. Pistons trailed by 18. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Caldwell Pope's got a pair of threes here in the 4th quarter for the Pistons. Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. And Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, and you're talking about a very, very valuable player. Good point.
That drops.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
The Cavaliers leading by 15. Inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so. You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Pistons trail by 15. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Outside Irving. Here's LeBron. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. And, well, Detroit shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Cavaliers.
They made the most of their free throw opportunities.
They sure did, Kevin. They shot much better, and that improved their confidence as a team. It was a team that believed they would make those shots, and that's just what they did.
And one of the league's truly special talents making his mark. Once again, another great performance for Irving. Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
And that one misses. And a different look here for the Pistons. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Tolliver comes in for Harris. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Jackson. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's Shumpert. Dishes it to Dellavedova. He kicks it to Fry. And stolen by Drummond. Here's Blake. Mozgov covering. The dish to Baines. Lots of room. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad, I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
So it's the Cavaliers now, following the bucket by the Pistons. Fry, that's for 2. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Here's Bullock, covered by LeBron. Bullock kicks to Blake. Launches it. Another 3 for Detroit.
And they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
And the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots and controlling everything.
Here's Dellavedova. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with J.R. Smith. We got to see your offense offense in full effect here tonight. Seems like everyone on this team is really on the same page.
I definitely think so. You know, we got a lot of great players on our team, a lot of people who can score, and hopefully we can just keep building on it.
JR, appreciate the time as always. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
We all know, anytime you got LeBron James on the floor, he's going to bring that will to win. He has so many tools in his arsenal he can throw at you, not to mention his defense. Literally, any night he can take over a game. Tonight we saw King James exert his will in the game.
His offensive performance was the main reason they walked out of here with the win tonight. You got a sense early on it was going to be a big game from him. His attitude, his swagger, it was B-I-G. He gave them an ultra-reliable option every time down the floor.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.